an officer holds. Articles 10, 232, 235, and 236 of the Constitution and sections 59, 59A, 60, 62, 63, 64, and 65 of the County Governments Act 2012 provide for the values and principles of public service and establish an elaborate framework for the establishment of county public offices and the recruitment, employment, and dismissal of county public officers. Article 181 of the Constitution, Section 33 of the County Governments Act and Standing Order number 65 of the Standing Orders of the Assembly provide for the impeachment of county governors for, among other things, 1, gross violation of the Constitution, 2, gross violation of any other law, 3, abuse of office, and 4, gross misconduct. 5, the governor has engaged in multiple discreditable acts that severally and collectively amount to gross violation of the Constitution, 2, gross violation of various national and county laws, 3, abuse of office, and 4, gross misconduct. The discreditable acts have exposed the office of the governor, the assembly and its leadership, and the people of Meru County to national shame, embarrassment, ridicule, and disrepute. The discreditable acts have created a toxic environment in which the governor cannot be legitimately expected or relied upon to work harmoniously with staff and the elected leaders at the national and county levels of government. The governor, under Article 181 of the Constitution, Section 33 of the County Governments Act and Standing Order number 65 of the Standing Orders of the Assembly on the following grounds. The first ground, nepotism, illegal appointments, unlawful dismissals, and usurpation of the constitutional and statutory functions of county organs. Appointing of the husband to county offices. On or around the 30th September 2022, the governor engaged in gross misconduct, grossly violated Articles 10, Article 232, Article 235, and Article 236 of the Constitution, grossly violated Section 17 of the Public Officer Ethics Act, grossly violated Section 55, 59, 59A, 60, 62, 63, 64, and 65 of the County Governments Act, and 5, grossly violated Section 6 and 11 of the Meru County Youth Service Act 2018, and grossly violated Section 4 of the Public Appointments County Assemblies Approval Act of 2017 by 1, appointing a husband to the non-existent position of the public of the Meru Youth Service before conducting a transparent and competitive recruitment process. 2, appointing a husband to the non-existent position of the Meru Hustlers Ambassador before conducting a transparent and competitive recruitment process. C, disregarding the criteria for the establishment of offices within the county public service. D, failing to submit a husband's name for approval by the county assembly before making the impact appointments. 5, the appointing Rufus Mireti to the county as the county secretary without the approval of the assembly as provided for under the County Assembly's Approval Act, appointing the following unqualified persons to hold county offices without undertaking a transparent and competitive recruitment process. 1, Munene Samaritan as the Director of Special Programs, Ernest Mutembei as Director Monitoring and Evaluation, and 3, Henry Muzungu as Director of Administration, and Irari Sandi as Director Communications. Evidence of the governor's gross misconduct, gross violation of Articles 10, 232, 235, and 236 of the Constitution, gross violation of Section 17 of the Public Officer Ethics Act of 2003, gross violation of Section 55, 59, 59A, 60, 62, 63, 64, and 65 of the Meru County Governments Act, gross violation of Section 6 and 11 of the Meru County Youth Service Act 2018, and gross violation of Section 4 of the Public Appointments County Assemblies Approval Act of 2017 is set out in the videos saved as Annex 2 when she was appointing the husband, Annex 3 when she was reappointing Rufus Mireti, and Annex 4 on the appointment of Irari Sandi in the flash disk that is in my custody. The transcripts, translations of these videos are attached as Annex 2A, Annex 3A, and Annex 4 to the affidavit sworn by me, Dennis Kawira, DMK, on the 21st of November 2022 in support of this motion. Further, evidence is in the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission letter dated 19th October 2022 and a screenshot from the governor's Facebook page, respectively attached to this motion as Annex 5 and Annex 5A, to the affidavit and also to the affidavit in support of this motion. Under this charge also, road-signed appointment of county workers at Timau. On or around 22nd September 2022, the governor violated Articles 10, 232, 235, and 236 of the Constitution and grossly violated Sections 55, 59, 59A, 60, 62, 63, 64, and 65 of the County Governments Act by 1. Appointing firefighters at a public rally at Timau in misguided and unsustainable populism before conducting a transparent and competitive recruitment process, subjecting potential applicants for county jobs to public humiliation by converting the crowd at the public rally as the advertising, recruiting, shortlisting, and appointing authority, and usurping and trashing exclusive constitutional and statutory mandates and functions of the Meru County CPSB. Evidence locking out the county workers alluded to in subparagraph A above by changing door locks and preventing them from accessing their offices despite the court order, and dismissing the county workers alluded to in subparagraph A above at a public rally instead of following the due process. Declaring and swearing at a public rally at Metongo that they would defy any court orders issued in favor of the county workers alluded to in subparagraph A above, if bringing the administration of justice into disrepute, usurping and trashing exclusive constitutional and statutory functions and mandates of the Meru County Public Service Board and the Public Service Commission and the various boards that operate those departments. Firstly, accusing members of the County Assembly and other elected leaders of cartelism, blackmail, greed, corruption, and intimidation. C, holding public verification and incitement rallies against the Catholic Church and Catholic clergy, and inciting the public against the members of the Assembly and other elected leaders who are knowing that such conduct can trigger violent reactions and pose serious breaches of peace in Meru County. Evidence of specific illustrative examples of the governor's vilification and incitement campaigns against members of the County Assembly and other elected leaders are outlined in paragraph 7 to 12 below. Humiliation of the minority leader. On or around 24th October 2022, the governor, 1, grossly violated Articles 10, 73, 75 of the Constitution. 2, grossly violated Section 19 of the Public Officer Ethics Act, grossly violated Sections 29, 34 of the Leadership Integrity Act, and engaged in gross misconduct by bullying and inciting the public against the minority leader and a member of Assembly for Akedhi Ward, Honorable Mwendaidiri, the minority leader, at a public rally held at Meronkanga. Requiring the minority leader to make a public apology for unknown and undisclosed wrongs at the public rally held at Meronkanga. Violently grabbing a microphone from the minority leader at the public rally held at Meronkanga. Offering to protect the minority leader against the Speaker of the County Assembly from unknown and undisclosed dangers. December 2022, the governor grossly violated Articles 10, 73, and 75 of the Constitution, grossly violated Section 19 of the Public Officer Ethics Act, and grossly violated Sections 29 and 34 of the Leadership and Integrity Act, and engaged in misconduct by bullying and inciting the public against the Cabinet Secretary for Agriculture, Honorable Franklin Withika Linturi, at a public rally held at Rare in Tunene Ward. Firstly, accusing the Cabinet Secretary of demanding a share of county government appointments. Firstly, accusing the Cabinet Secretary of antagonizing and creating a wedge between her and the President of the Republic of Kenya. And firstly, accusing the Cabinet Secretary of cartelism, blackmail, greed, corruption, and intimidation. Evidence that and grossly violated Section 16 and 35 of the Leadership and Integrity Act, engaged in gross misconduct and engaged in gross abuse of office by directing the Meru Teaching and Referral Hospital to spend all revenue at source, whereas all monies raised as or received on, by or on behalf of the county should be paid into the county revenue fund. Issuing of waivers on fees at the Meru Teaching and Referral Hospital, whereas the county executive committee member for finance is the only person legally empowered to grant such waivers, and directing county government officers to participate in furthering and advancing the interest of Vaite TV, a media station owned by Mwangaza Advertiser Limited, a private company owned by the governor through her close relatives as proxies.
Wangu, mimi niliona afadhali nifuate watu wangu vyenye wanasema. Wakiagu, sio wa Meru County, Wakiagu wale wamenichagua. Na mimi siku sign ile impeachment ya governor kwa sababu mimi sitaki kiti ya governor, mimi ni MCA. Na kulingana na wakati tulienda Nairobi induction workshop, tukasoma, tukamaliza, tuliletewa hiyo motion ya impeachment, na mimi nikauliza maswali mawili. Nikauliza kwanza nani anaongea na deputy governor, ya pili nikauliza ni nani anaongea na governor, ya tatu watu wakaanza kupiga kelele, mimi nikatoka nje. Wakati nilitoka nje nikaitwa tena, nikakuja, tukaanza kuongea na speaker, wakaniambia ni vizuri ni sign. Lakini kwa sababu mimi nasema nimeokoka, siwezi sema uongo, nikasema afadhali nikufe, juu my opinion is no. Na watu wakanipigia kelele, nikarushwa nje, nikatoka nikaenda nyumbani. Kwa hivyo mimi naonelea hivi Meru County, naomba hata mimi tuwe na peace ili tufanye kazi tukiwa pamoja, kwa sababu ya World Fund ile tulipitisha 2021-2022 ilikuwa 10 million na gavana katai nayo. Kwa hivyo mimi watu wangu tunaenda kufanya nao kazi. World Development Fund ndio watu wangu wanafanya, mbasali ni watu wangu wanagawa, na mirandi tunaendelea kufanya. Kwa hivyo mimi naomba wenzangu waendee mali zao, wanajua vyenye walikuwa naomba kura wakiwa wanaambia wananchi. Ile maneno walikuwa wanaambia wananchi watafanya, waende. Milango ya gavana imefunguliwa, waende waitishe haki zao, wapelekee watu wao. Mimi sikupewa nafasi nisome, ilikuwa kama tulikuwa tunashugumiwa tu sign, na mimi nikaona sita sign, juu maneno ingine pale ni ya politicals. Si ati kuna maneno iko mingi sana, ni siasa tu. Nikaona wasa mimi nikafanyia watu wa Kiagu, juu niko na imani na wao, watanirudisha tena nikuwe kiongozi wao. Kwa mimi si wakili, lakini kulingana na my wisdom hiyo itashindwa. Yes. Hakuna mahali naenda. Juu ni vizuri kukonsult wengine bandara ushukue kitu upeleke. Na sometimes kuna wengine inakuanga na a lot of politicals, inakuanga politicals. Siasa zimewekwa ndani mingi. Yes. Na wakati nilifanya hivyo nimetolewa kwa kamiti. Nilikuwa kwa kamiti 4 nikatolewa. Na hata wengine wamefungwa na hiyo, wanataka kukuja pande hii, wengine wanaenda hii, wanaambiwa mtatolewa kwa kamiti. There is no justice in that house. Yes.